The Delta Downs Quarter Horse Racing Report. Sponsored by Tate Farms, Delta Equine Center, the Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association, Jumonville Farms, and Robichaux Ranch Incorporated.
We hit the line together.
And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com. Welcome to episode 9 of the Delta Report. On this episode, we're going to look back at last weekend's stakes events, the Alabama Futurity, as well as the Miss Polly Classic Stakes, as well as look forward to this upcoming holiday weekend of stakes action, which includes the Grade 2 Firecracker Futurity and Derby, as well as the fact that the Paradise Stakes runs Thursday of this week. We're going to include the recap of that race here on this episode of the Delta Report. So without further ado, let's get right into the recap section with the running of last weekend's Alabama Futurity.
The Delta Report Stakes Recap.
And they're off, and the Alabama Futurity in quick version came away like a shot on the inside. Poor Man's Cadillac is there, vying for second with high-class kisses. Moving up on the outside, it's a classic roller who's gaining with every stride, and farther out here it's Apolitical Quick Time, but quick version has got the lead and wins it easy in the Alabama Futurity.
The fastest qualifier doesn't disappoint as he strings two winning efforts together to capture victory here in the Alabama Futurity. Jockey Rafael Fernandez guided this Alabama-bred gelding home for trainer Kenneth Weeks, who owns the horse in partnership with Donna Weeks. Legacy Ranch was the breeder. You can read more about the Alabama Futurity by logging on to StallionEsearch.com. Okay, one more pause for one of our sponsors, the Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association. The LQHBA sale this year is August 8th and 9th, with record prices falling in last year's sale and the growth of the Louisiana Quarter Horse racing market being unparalleled in the industry. What you find at the LQHBA sale each year is real value in racing prospects, like Old Time Preacher Man, purchased for $20,000 and now making over $500,000 in his career. Open Mia Krona, purchased for only $22,000. Philip Streakin brought only $19,000 at sale. And the real bargain purchases of FJ&R Bread and Butter for $8,500 and making $347,000. And the Harris Futurity winner of this year, Gonna Run Miss, purchased for only $1,500. These sale graduates are proof positive that Louisiana brands run for more money. Okay, we're back here and looking in the recap section of the $50,000 Miss Polly Classic Stakes. And if you watched last week's episode, you will remember that I pointed out the Grade 3 Develop a Plan Stakes as the key race going forth in this Miss Polly Classic Stakes, which included FDD Going Grand and stablemate Jet Black Gold Moment, who dueled in that race, finishing 1-2, giving Kenny Roberts a 1-2 finish in that race. Let's see how it turns out as they face off here in this $50,000 stakes event.
And they're off in the Miss Polly Classic. Little bobble at the start for Dash for Cash, who's way behind early. FDD Going Grand gets the lead right out of the gate. Jet Black Gold Moment is running in second. Toward the inside, it's Sparky Boy. To the far outside, Dash and Brown Streak and Mr. East Cartel. It is FDD Going Grand, but here comes Jet Black Gold Moment. It's these two to the wire. Jet Black Gold Moment wins the Miss Polly Classic. FDD Going Grand was second. Third went to either IC Visions or Dash and Brown Street.
The Kenny Roberts trainee switch spots as Jet Black Gold Moment turns the tables on our stablemate, FDD Going Grand, en route to setting a new stakes record for the Miss Polly Classic. Danny Laverne was the winning pilot for the owner and breeder Mercy Hinklin. And as always, you can read more about the Miss Polly Classic by looking in the racing section of StallionEsearch.com. Okay, and as promised here, ran on Thursday at Delta Downs, it's the Paradise Stakes. Track announcer Don Stevens has the call.
And they're off in the Paradise at Delta Downs, and all came away well. Fast on the inside, Lane's Corona on ice, moving up as Screamin' Eagle now into contention. From there, between horses, dashing to the back, bragging and dashing, and then on the outside, it's One Swift Game, but coming to the finish, Screamin' Eagle wins the Paradise.
An impressive outing of this Jesus Guerrero trainee, ridden to victory by Saul Ramirez Jr. for the owners Triumph Stables Incorporated. He was bred in the state of Louisiana by Grant Farms. Okay, we're going to pause for just a moment. We'll be right back after these words from Robichaux Ranch Incorporated in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana.
Introducing the stallion roster of Robichaux Ranch Incorporated, the Grade 1 winning Game Patriot, the Grade 1 winning First Down Illusion, the leading sire of the nation last year, He's a Fast Dash, multiple Grade 1 winning Jet Black Patriot, multiple Grade 1 winning Toasted Dash, the Grade 3 winning What Have I Gotta Do, the 3-time Grade 1 winning Swingin' Jess, the Grade 1 winning One Handsome Man, and the multiple stakes winning Fast Prize Jordan. Be sure to log on and visit us on the web at RobichauxRanchInc.com.
Okay, we're back and ready to look at the Firecracker Futurity, the Grade 2 event, as well as the Firecracker Derby, coming up this holiday weekend here at Delta Downs, running on Friday and Saturday of this week. In our video rewind section, we're going to key in on the two top qualifiers. Quick Carter, a California-bred son of Carter's Cartel, impressively won his trial to top the field in the Grade 2 event. Running a very similar race in his trial race, also along the rail, was Glimpse of Dash, under jockey Saul Ramirez Jr. for trainer Homer Garza. Take a look at the side-by-side comparison of the trials to the wire here on the Delta Report. You will see that both horses run an almost identical race, with the time of the races only being a few ticks away from each other. These two top horses are no strangers to each other, as they both met in the Grade 2 Sam Houston Futurity. That's the top-ranked 2-year-old in the country, Kiss My Hawk, seen here in front, as both Glimpse of Dash and Quick Carter battle to the wire for 2nd and 3rd place. Kiss My Hawks also wins the Grade 1 Ruidoso Futurity in his next start, as both Glimpse of Dash and Quick Carter will meet up here in the finals on July the 4th in the Grade 2 Futurity at Delta. You can log on to StallionEsearch.com to see a full list of qualifiers going into the Firecracker Futurity. The Firecracker Derby has a stellar field vying for the winner's share of the $138,000 purse this race carries with it. In the second video rewind section, we key in on the last time the Firecracker Derby contenders faced each other, and it goes back to May 16th in the Old South Derby. The top 3 finishers, Separatist First Down, JP and Hot Pursuit, and Cash for Strikes, roared down the stretch in close proximity of one another, with multiple Futurity winning Separatist First Down getting the nod at the wire. JP and Hot Pursuit and Cash for Strikes were right behind him in 2nd and 3rd place. On StallionEsearch.com, you will find the list of qualifiers for the Firecracker Derby. Just look for the tab on the front page titled Qualifiers. Okay, we're pausing for just a second from a word from our sponsor, Delta Equine Center in Vinton, Louisiana. Introducing the stallion roster of Delta Equine Center, the Grade 1 stakes sire Agouti, Bedouin Cartel, a stakes sire from his first crop to race, Grade 1 winning Dashing Vi, Grade 1 winning First Down Mr. Jess, multiple stakes producing sire Jess Ellie, the Grade 1 place Shining First Dash, Delta Equine Center, breed for quality, breed for excellence. Visit us on the web at DeltaEquineCenter.com or give us a call here at the office at Delta Equine Center.
The Delta Report Stallion Spotlight.
This week's Stallion Spotlight goes to the sire Winner's Version, the son of Hollanese out of a runaway winner mare named the Jubilee Diamond. He earns this honor of the Stallion Spotlight this week after his son, Quick Version, turned around the fastest qualifying spot in the Alabama Futurity into a win. As a runner, Winner's Version was a Grade 3 winner with over $399,000 in earnings, a racing career that saw him be a 7-time Grade 1 finalist. In 2013, Winner's Version ended the year as the leading first crop sire of stakes winners and sired a Grade 2 Futurity winner, winning Merlot in his first crop to race. Winner's Version is a member stallion on StallionEsearch.com. Log on and check his member stallion page out. Okay, that's all the time we have for this week's episode of the Delta Report. We'll be back next week to recap the Grade 2 Firecracker Futurity, as well as the Firecracker Derby, as well as to look forward and preview the Louisiana Showcase Night, which will be highlighted by the restricted Grade 1 Lee Berwick Memorial Futurity. StallionEsearch.com will be on hand in Vinton, Louisiana to bring you all the action here on the Delta Report of that closing weekend. Huge weekend of stakes action closing out the meet there in Vinton, Louisiana at Delta Downs. And if you can't be at the racetrack this weekend, go to aqha.com/racing for all the Q Racing videos from all the partnering racetracks from across the country. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com. We'll see you next week here on the Delta Report.